Satnam, truth is my name. My name is also Melissa, and this is Sunday Kundalini Yoga. Sky, welcome. Today we are going to do a beautiful active practice of full Kriya called Keep Up Spirit. And the idea of keeping up spirit always makes me think of the concept of hope. And I used to teach the concept of hope. So maybe we'll go through a little bit of that today as we work through this active Kriya. To start with, though, let's bring the hands together at the heart center. Palms are flat and pressing into each other. Thumbs are in at the sternum. Close your eyes down, and we will start to take a few deep breaths together, and then we'll tune in with our Om Namo Gurudev Namo, asking for protection, keeping a mantra that keeps us safe and gives us guidance and helps us show gratitude for the teachers and yogis who've passed down these traditions. So close the eyes down, focus at the brow point, the third eye, through the nose, deep breath in. Crown of the head to the ceiling, roll those shoulders up and back, and then down. Hold through the nose, exhale. Deep inhale through the nose. And we'll practice the common lock. We always pull mulband, root lock, squeezing the anus, sex organs, lower abdomen comes up and in. So we start to visualize and energetically pull energy up the spine, up the Shushmana, the central channel, up, and out the crown of the head, through the nose, exhale. One more deep inhale to practice a lock. This time, neck lock, Jalandhar Band. So this is when the neck is completely in line with your spine. Pull your chin back as if you're driving a car and trying to hear a conversation in the back seat. Again, shoulders are relaxed, crown of the head to the ceiling. Through the nose, exhale, and we will inhale to begin our tune-in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Through the nose, inhale. Keep those eyes closed. Engage both locks, root lock and neck lock. Push the hands together. Send your intention inward. Send your intention up and outward. You don't have to have a specific intention other than just to focus and practice. Up to you. Through the nose, exhale. Drop the hands down to the lap. Take a moment, eyes closed, to set the stage. Feel the space around you. Fill the space around you and prepare for practice. On an inhale, you can open your eyes or keep them closed if you listen better that way. So for Keep Up Spirit, the title of this Kriya, again, reminds me of hope. I used to teach this concept in Western society. We think of hope, when we think of hope, it's really kind of flippant. We think of it in terms of, oh, I hope this goes well, like a wish, right? I hope my car starts. I hope whatever. We think of it in this form of wish. But of making a wish and hoping that it comes true, and it's kind of short and simple. But this philosophy of hope that I studied and taught had to do with seeing hope from all kinds of angles. And so there were 5 different kind of types of hope, and maybe I'll go through one at a time as we move through our practice. So before we start the Kriya itself for Keep Up Spirit, let's warm up the body at least just a little bit. It's a pretty active Kriya, and it warms us up by itself, but we'll do just a little bit to get the blood flowing, get the spinal fluid moving. If you're sitting on something, remove it. Let's start with Sufi grinds. So the hips are on the floor, sits bones are on the floor, sitting cross-legged or an easy pose. My heels are lined up one in front of the other. hands on the knees, and we'll begin rotating the torso around the hips. So you inhale as you come forward and silently think Sat. Exhale as you come to the back and think Nam. Depending on how warm you are, the back can be straight, or you can arch forward and arch back. Head stays, if you're arching forward and arching back, head stays relatively still. Great for the digestion. Start moving into this warmer. So let's see, which form of hope should we start with? Well, the first form of hope I already mentioned, that is wish hope. And it can be positive or negative. I hope this happens, or I hope this doesn't happen. Like, I hope I don't run into him today. Whatever it might be. Very simple, kind of cut and dried. Next time you come forward, switch directions. Your eyes are closed and focused at the brow point. Another form of hope I've been thinking about a lot lately is way hope. And way hope is represented by our people. Our people who keep us intact when things are not going right, when life is taking a left. And this could be, members of your family, or your parents, your spouse, your partner, your children could, and then the circle stretches out further to your friends, your social network. In a zombie apocalypse, if we're going to get dramatic, who would you go looking for? And who would go looking for you? Also, like collectives of people, your bowling league, your book club, your things like that you belong to and that you show up for, whether you want to or not, because you've made a commitment to that group of people or to that club or to that endeavor. Let's come to the center. Through the nose, inhale. Draw the spine up. Draw the heart up. Draw the crown of the head up. Engage Mulaband. Squeezing again the anus, sex organs, lower abdomen comes up and in, belly button to spine. Hold, draw the energy upward. Through the nose, exhale. Engage Mulaband again. And when you need, inhale, exhale, taking deep breaths in and out through the nose. So anyway, as I talk about these types of hope, I'm going to come sit on something for our first move in this Kriya. I'm just bringing them up because sometimes just having an awareness of a philosophy or a thought helps us in times of trouble, in times of stress, negativity, and when you're feeling hopeless. Kind of thinking about hope helps us understand that hopelessness is really kind of it's obviously a very last resort. There are lots of things we can think about before we totally go there. So anyway, think about your friends and family. Who do you reach out to in those moments of crisis, and who reaches out to you? How do you show up for them? That is hope. Like the actions of showing up for other people and them for you, that is a form of hope. Okay, let's see. So the first move in this Kriya for Keep Up Spirit, which is going to raise our Kundalini energy, our potential, but also our energy for life in general. We are going to start with a very interesting rhythmic hand movement. That's why I have the camera a little further away today. Arms are going to come up in a V, and you're sitting up nice and straight, heart lifted, core in to support the arms being up in the air. So make sure your abdomen, your navel center, all your stomach muscles and core muscles are tucked in and really supporting you. And this is a 4-part movement. Fingers are straight and together, thumbs right in there with them too, like you're going to salute somebody, that kind of hand position. We're going to move the hands forward to 90 degrees, up, back to the up position, out, back up. So it's forward, up, out, up, forward. Okay, this kind of movement, forward, up, out, up, forward, up, out, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. The breathing will do what the breathing does. You can think sa, ta, na, ma. Follow me until you get it down, and then we'll close the eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forward, up, out, up. Forward, up, out, up. And continue. Out, up, forward, up, out, up. Forward, up, out, up. This is a coordination, brain reset. Balancing the hemispheres of the brain. Arms up in the air helps move the lymph under the arms. The arms and hands are an extension of the heart. So we're moving energy up and out into our auric field, our magnetic field. Eyes are closed and focused at the brow point. A little bit longer. Probably feeling some nice stretching along the tendons, ligaments, the muscles, of course, but movements like these also make me feel like I'm stretching my nerves in a good way. Sliding those nerves around. Okay, bring the hands up to the upward position. Keeping the eyes closed. Inhale deep, arms are still in the air. Engage Mulban, draw the energy up. Exhale, arms stay in the air. Engage Mulban again. Good. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the hands through the auric field. Bring them to touch the ground and rest there or on the lap. We always pause in Kundalini Yoga between each exercise to allow the movement to integrate, allow the exercise to take hold. Okay, now next one is going to be long. Okay, sorry, I keep getting messages from that I have my hand up. Yeah, my hands were up in there. All of ours were, right? So the next movement, we're going to be doing a pumping in and out from the heart center out into the auric field. So this Kriya in general is going to be very good for our aura. Hands are clasped. Instead of like this in a normal sort of prayer position, fingers are all going to go inside, okay? And then the thumbs one will hold the other down. This is the movement. Elbows are out, and you're going to inhale as the arms go out, I believe, and exhale as they come back in. Now you're going to be pumping in and out as fast as you can. I'm going to switch the cross of my legs. So the breath will turn into a breath of fire. And breath of fire is that panting through our nose, lining it up with the movement of the arms. Okay? So just go as fast as you can. We're here for a few minutes. Nice rhythmic movement, music and movement. Keep up our pace, keep our momentum here. Again, as in the first movement, make sure that your core muscles are all tucked in so that you're really supporting this movement from the inside. Shoulders are relaxed. Neck is in neck lock, so the chin is tucked back a little bit, neck totally in line with the spine. And then I think that a mulband, a little bit of root lock, helps as well to keep you steady in this still posture with rapidly moving arms. Okay, so your breath staying in time with your movement. really working energy at the heart center here. Again, moving it out into the auric field, projecting around you. And while we're doing this, I'll talk about the next form of hope. Let's see, what did we do? We did wish hope, which is I hope this happens, I hope this doesn't happen. We talked about way hope, which is considering and being grateful for all the people that you have around you. Singular people, groups of people, even things like belonging to a culture or a nation. Those are forms and expressions of hope, way hope. Will hope comes to me naturally while we're doing an exercise like this. Will hope, this aspect of hope is your determination. So I will get through this exercise. I have no idea how long Melissa's gonna hold us here, but I'm gonna keep doing it because I trust the process. I trust that the yogis who developed these exercises in order of events knew what they were doing and knew that the effect on the body is worth the struggle in the moment. Now, if you're experiencing any pain in your shoulders or anywhere else, stop or slow down. But if you are just experiencing discomfort, that's where we want to be, living life on the edge of discomfort in these Kundalini Yoga Kriyas, because it gives us grit. It gives us training and endurance, training in endurance, I guess I should say, to go out in the world and do hard things and move through difficult physical situations, sicknesses, injuries, things like that, difficult emotional situations. Our developed will helps get us through those times, and that is an expression of hope. That's a form of hope. A little bit longer. I know this is a long one. Let's see, what else can I say about will hope? Will hope, determination. I was thinking last week about our support systems, and someone asked me, what is your support system within yourself? And I immediately thought, well, my practice every single day. Meditation, I usually am in a 40-day or a 90-day meditation, or I've done a 1,000-day meditation. That's a form of will hope. 10 more seconds. That I will not give up on myself. I will carry out the goal, whatever the goal was. Okay, wonderful. Your eyes are closed. My eyes are closed. Arms go out in front of you. Inhale deep. Engage Mul Bond. Draw the energy up, 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 up. Imagine the vectors of energy shooting out the top of your head, the crown of your head into infinity, shooting out those clasped hands into infinity in front of you. Exhale, bring the hands into the heart in that clasped position. Engage Mul Bond again. Wonderful. Inhale. Drop the hands down. You can shake them out a little if you'd like. Those fingers loosened up. That was a long time. That was 4 minutes. We're doing half times for this Kriya. Taking a moment in silence and stillness. Next movement, leg lifts, singular leg lifts. So we'll come onto the back and put your hands under your bum to support. You don't have to, but most of us need a little bit of help here. So inhale, left leg comes up, exhale down. Inhale, right leg comes up to 90 degrees, exhale down. And if your hamstrings are really tight, so coming all the way up to 90 is really difficult, or the stomach muscles maybe are not quite developed enough, you can bend the legs to make this a little bit more accommodating to yourself. So inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. We're here for about 2 minutes. We'll do some more talking. Go ahead and begin. Eyes are closed and focus at the brow point. Okay, what have we done with hope? We've talked about wish hope. We've talked about way hope, our people, our collectives. We've talked about will hope, our sense of determination and discipline to get a project done, to stick with a commitment, to show up for whatever it is you're showing up for. By the way, I learned yesterday that when you promise yourself you'll do something, like I will work out tomorrow, and then you don't, your brain is really disappointed in you, and it starts to set up very negative patterns. So it's very important that if we tell ourselves we will do something, we do it. Even if we don't do it all the way 100% our best, because we're feeling, not as energetic or a little ill or whatever the issue is, at least we did the thing we told our brain we were going to do. And that is enough. And the more and more we do that, the stronger our will becomes and can help carry us and pull us through difficult times. Okay. The darkest form of hope is called action hope. And this is when all the other forms of hope are not as accessible and we just keep going anyway. So it's this idea. Okay, that is enough of that exercise. Perfect, 2 minutes. Left leg up, inhale deep. Engage mole bond, send the energy up. Up, up, up through the spine, out the crown of the head, up the leg, out the toe, into infinity. Exhale, bring that leg down. Whew. Inhale, other leg up. Engage mole bond, same drill. Send the energy up the spine, out the crown of the head. Send the energy up the leg, up and out the foot and toe into infinity. And exhale, relax the leg down. Let's take a moment here. Working on the navel center. And yogically speaking, the navel center is our will. That's where the willpower resides, and that's why firing up and stoking that fire helps us to execute the things that we've promised ourselves or others we would do. Bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. Rock side to side if that feels good, forward and back, or push up into a seated position. Rocking on the spine helps distribute the energy, and we just drummed up or stirred up, fired up, stoked up a lot of energy there. Okay. And we're going to come into a forward bend for the next exercise. Sorry, I'm just losing my microphone here. Okay, so legs come out in front of us. Sit up nice and straight. Candlestick posture, perfect 90-degree angle. Flex the feet, toes reach back toward you. Inhale deep, and we're going to hinge over. As you exhale, inhale, come back up. And I say hinge because we're not bending and stooping over. We are keeping the back relatively straight and rhythmically coming up and down over the legs. Inhaling up, exhaling down, thinking sat, nam, sat on the inhale, nam on the exhale. Mantra is the anchor that ties the movement to the breath to the meditation. Sat, nam, sat, nam. You can do this quick with the beat of the music if you'd like, if you're nice and warm. We are moving energy here from the base of the spine, where the Kundalini energy resides and wants to rise from. You can reach for your toes, and if they're easily accessible, pinch those big toes. Helps stimulate the pituitary and pineal glands, which helps us meditate. Remember, meditation can be moving. So action hope this music reminds me of it. Like, it sounds like kind of giddy up and ride music. And that is what action hope is like. I don't have any energy. I don't have any real positive thoughts, but I'm going to get on my horse and ride anyway. I'm going to get in my car and go to work anyway. I'm going to wake the kids up and feed them breakfast anyway, even though I'm dead tired and I don't want to do any of this anymore. This is the form of hope that we just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Okay, come to the upward position. Inhale deep. Eyes are closed and focused at the brow point. Engagement bond. Draw the energy up. See the vectors of energy traveling up the spine, up and out the crown. Vectors of energy shooting from the hips out through the soles of the feet into infinity. Exhale. Go ahead and come all the way down now and go ahead and relax the head. Engage Mo bond. Nice big stretch here on the exhale, on the 0. And inhale, come back up. And take a moment here. Come on to the hands and the knees. We're going to be doing a nice cat-cow. So basic, on all fours. Inhale as the spine arches and the head lifts in this cow position. That's your inhale, sat. Exhale is cat. Back arches the other way, head comes down. In, out, in, and out. Thinking sat, nam. And then when you warm up enough, or if you're already warm, you can really start moving a lot faster. Again, Kundalini yoga, we take cat-cow a lot faster than other forms of yoga because we're moving energy. We're opening up the base of the spine physically and energetically, allowing that energy to travel out. Stay here for just a few more seconds, and then we're going to move into part 2 of this posture. Okay, so now if you can, come balancing on the knees. So I have to move my knees out a little bit, and I'm going to come up onto fists because my wrists are starting to fatigue. We're going to kick the butt as rapidly as you can, and you're going to stomp the floor with the tops of your feet. Now, I can't stomp very loud because I'm in an apartment on the 2nd floor, and it will be very loud for my poor neighbors, but you are supposed to make the sound of thundering horses. So hopefully you have padding under your knees, so this is doable. If you're on a wood floor or something like that without padding, I don't suggest doing this. Just kind of kick little mini kicks. But the rest of you, on your sheepskin, on your padding, on your carpet, kick as hard and as fast as you can, galloping here. Go, 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 go. Get on your horse and go, even if you don't want to. You are in a cow position, so faces facing forward. Eyes are closed. Breath is doing what the breath's doing. Again, awkward position. Also kind of fun. Okay, relax the legs down. Come to a neutral spine. So just a straight spine. Let's inhale. Engage Mo bond. Draw the energy up. Exhale, let's push back into baby pose. Rest the head on the ground if you can, or onto your stacked fists. Give that lower back a little bit of a break here as we pause between exercises and breathe in deeply through the nose, in and out. And when you're ready, on an inhale, push back up. And we're going to come to a standing position. So our next exercises are all standing. Okay. We're going to be having hands on the hips and rotate the upper body around the hips. So the hips aren't moving very much. This is more of a torso twist around. Rolling the torso around in full circles from the waist up, okay? Inhale as you come back. Exhale as you come forward. Go as fast as you can. Close the eyes if you can, but this may make you a little nauseous. This is a liver cleanser. Flushes out the liver and the kidneys. So take it easy. And if you do start to feel a little woozy, breathe in the nose, out the mouth. Come to stillness and do that breath. In the nose, out the mouth. Okay. And switch directions. Okay, come to stillness. Move the feet to where they're comfortable. Drop the hands down to the sides. Big inhale. Engage Mul Ban. Draw the energy up, up, up. Relax the shoulders though. Make sure the crown of the head is stretching towards the ceiling and the heart is lifted. Through the nose, exhale. Engage Mul Ban again. And then breathe normally in and out the nose, eyes closed. Take a moment here. Singing You Are My Sunshine, which reminds me of the last form of hope, horizon hope, which is this general belief or philosophy, I guess, that the sun also rises. Tomorrow is a new day. Expressions like that we have express hope. That even though today was complete shit, I'm going to bed. There's nothing else I can do. I can't take it anymore. I'm going to bed. There, even in those negative statements, there is an implicit expression of hope that it's subtle and it's a nuance, but that tomorrow something will change. Something will be different than it was today. Hopefully, in some small way, less shitty than it was today. Okay, we're doing forward bends. So hands come up, fingers are just straight and together, and the legs are shoulder width apart. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Make sure the core is engaged. So in a movement like this, and start with me, you are thinking about pulling up from your navel center. I think of from the front of my body, like somehow my core, stomach muscles are moving me up. And this helps take pressure off the lower back. My knees are also bent a little bit to help take pressure off the lower back as well. Close the eyes down if you can. And you're thinking Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Just short amount of time here in these forward bends. Come up, arms up in the air. Inhale, engage Mul Ban. Exhale, sweep the hands down through the auric field. And we'll do the next set of up and downs. Legs spread as wide as you can. Let's begin. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. And speed it up if you can. As the music slows. There it goes. Everything's straight, straight, straight. Arms are straight, back is straight. Legs do have a micro bend or more in the knees if you need. A little while longer here. Stick with it. Use that will hope. Use that action hope. Stay on the horse. Let's use that horizon hope. The exercise will be done soon. And we know we'll get that period of rest. So let's look forward to it. Okay. Woo! Legs spread. Come up. Inhale deep. Engagement bond. Keep the arms in the air. Exhale. Engagement bond again. Inhale when you need. Step back. Whew. Into regular standing position. And then we're going to bring the feet together. Woohoo! For our last one. Feet are together. And we're doing the same thing. Raise up on the inhale, come down on the exhale. Much more of a balance challenge. Join me. This is the last one of these energetic toe touches. Again, use that core. All the stomach muscles and back muscles, obliques, all of it engaged. And you're rising from your center. Getting the heart rate up for sure. Keeping up spirit. Lifting that Kundalini energy. Moving the blood through the body. Good. Come up. Inhale. Engagement bond. Exhale. Engagement bond. Inhale. Exhale. Drift the arms through thoracic field. Bring yourself to a comfortable standing stance. We're going to move right into the next exercise. Hands on the shoulders. And you're going to move up on the inhale and hands back down to the shoulders as quickly as you can. Breath matches. So, breath of fire again. Inhale up, exhale down. You should feel a nice fanning of the face here. Close the eyes down. Doesn't that feel nice on our hot faces? Remember, hands, arms, extension of the heart. So we have been moving, pumping up the heart by getting this cardio in and raising the heart rate. Arms up. Engage bond, draw the energy up. Exhale, drift the hands down through the thoracic field. Allow them to rest at your sides. A few deep breaths here, in and out the nose. Regulate. Allow the breath through the nose, in and out, to take you back into the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest. Okay. And make your way back to seated. And the last movement here in the Kriya, you'll be glad to know that the Kriya is almost over. Neck rolls. Now, go ahead and join me. The directions say to take it as fast as you can, but I want you to be really careful. My neck is really tight from working at the computer all week and going through my own personal stress. So I'm taking this slow, inhaling as the nose comes up, Exhaling as the nose comes down, drawing a circle in front of me on an invisible wall. If full circles don't feel good, rock from side to side in like a half moon cradle rock position here, and switch directions. Good. And let's bring the head to neutral position. Face facing forward, eyes are closed, focus at the brow point. Deep breath in all together. Engage Mulban, check your posture. Squeeze the anus, sex organs, lower abdomen comes up and in. Imagine, see the energy spiraling up the spine, up through the navel center, the heart, the throat, shoulders are relaxed, up through the third eye, up and out the crown of the head into infinity. Exhale. Engage Mulband again and allow the energy to rise like mist off a pond. Good. And then inhaling and exhaling as you need. So that is the Kriya for keeping up spirit. Hopefully you feel better just from having moved around a lot, getting that heart rate up, stretching the muscles, getting things to flow. When we're stuck, what should we do? We should move. That is part of action hope. That's part of putting one boot in front of the other, is just keep moving, even if there's nothing else. Let's stop moving and take a Shavasana. It's very important to rest after a Kriya like this, after any Kriya, but especially these active ones. This is only 3 minutes, so just letting you know how long. Come floating, curling, rolling the spine back down to a laying down position. If you'd like to cover up to feel more cozy, please do. Allow the legs to splay out. Right foot to the right, left foot to the left. Adjust your hips so that your lower body is perfectly relaxed. Adjust the shoulders so that they are perfectly relaxed. Turn the head from side to side so it finds its spot. Palms are facing up to receive the energy from the cosmos. And every muscle sinks into the ground. Every cell of your body surrenders to gravity. Every tiny muscle in your face relaxes and becomes neutral. No frown, no smile. Neutral forehead. Relax those muscles above the eyebrows, at the temples. Relax the muscles of the jaw. Relax every hair on your head. And imagine that someone has come and placed a cool ball of clay on your forehead. And that ball of clay will absorb any remaining negativity and also feed you all hope, all kinds of hope, horizon hope that the next day, the next year, the next moment will be better, or at the very least it will change. Something will be different. Let it give you action hope, the will hope to keep moving, to stick to your discipline, to stick to yourself. Let it give you the way, your people who lift you up and carry you when you can't carry yourself. Let it give you every wish. Allow breath to come back into the body. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Rotate the wrists and ankles in circles in one direction. And then switch directions. Stretch the arms overhead. Stretch the toes. Make yourself long, long, long. Perhaps yawn. Stretch top to bottom like this. And then bring one knee up and over the body in a gentle cat stretch. Inhale, exhale, send that leg down, other leg comes up, knee comes up, crosses the body in a cat stretch to the other side. Inhale, exhale. Hands in the air, feet in the air, rub the soles of the feet together, palms of the hands together, waking up and stimulating all 72,000 nerve endings. Stretch so well today. Hug those knees into your chest. If you can, rock from side to side or begin pushing yourself up into a seated position. If it feels good, rock forward and back again, distributing energy all along the central channel, all through the spine and the body. Giving yourself a little massage here, a little gratitude for a job well done. Roll up into a seated position. And we will close practice with the Sunshine Song. We'll sing it twice. Once for yourself. Good work. Good work. You have expressed every form of hope today by showing up for practice. You've expressed the wish to feel better and to take care of yourself. The way hope of showing up with me and meeting me in the ethers like this through time and space. Will, your determination, your action to keep going through the tough exercises, even though you probably really wanted to stop. And Horizon Hope, knowing that at some point we're going to get to Shavasana or that closeout song. Let's do it. Bring the hands to the heart center, close the eyes down. Okay, so for you and then for a collective of beings you feel needs your energy, and then we'll end with one long Sat Nam, truth is my name. Let's inhale to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Bow in deep gratitude to all the yogis, all the sages, all the teachers who have passed down these marvelous traditions of movement and mantra, so that in practicing them we can become the best, most uplifted, most hopeful versions of ourselves in every form of hope, in every moment, in this moment, and on every day, this day and every day. Sat Nam. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed that. And if you did, perhaps share it with someone else so that they can enjoy it too. All right, we'll see you next week for a meditative practice. Thank you and have a wonderful week ahead.